Oh, God. Jeez, 600 is old. I was debating whether to, because the weather has been kind of breezy lately, and by that I mean sometimes hot, sometimes cold, sometimes snowing, sometimes, breezy. I got a funny thumbnail for today, by the way, but I already have one made up for Elden Ring, and I have a title prepared already for um all the Elden Ring parts. So, but I guess this is kind of a little announcement. Like once Elden Ring comes out on Saturday and Sunday, I'm gonna have stuff to do. So I won't be able to stream Elden Ring as long as I would want, I guess. But I don't know, because right now on Saturday, a little before 6 o'clock, I'm gonna have to dip out. So I'll be able to play until then, and then Sunday I got stuff to do as well, but I'm not sure of the time then. So, but the Sunday stuff I should be good by the afternoon. So, well, like later afternoon, maybe. I'm not sure. So, but yeah, I plan on the midnight release. I plan on playing it for at least an hour or so, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Cause I don't know like how in depth the character creation and stuff will be. You know what I mean? And I don't know how simple it'll be to pick a character than a what are they? I can't remember if they're calling them like gifts or whatever, but like the special, not necessarily ability, but like the special thing about your character that you get to pick because you pick the class and then you have the special thing. So, yeah, saving the thumbnail by the way. It's actually Elden Ring related, by the way. But if y'all didn't see, it got a 97 on Metacritic, so that means it's going dummy. But obviously, you don't take reviews into account when you're deciding on whether or not to buy a game, though. You know what I mean? Because you just gotta look at it yourself and then judge whether you think it looks fun. Instead of all these NPCs that are like, oh, I gotta wait for the reviews. Oh, the review is low, so it's trash. Like, that's why suckers be saying, oh, gaming these days is trash. It used to be so much better. No, that's because back in the day, suckers didn't be like, we gotta watch 20 reviews on the game and then have the whole thing spoiled before it even comes out, too. Like, I don't know what that noise was. That's like Scooby-Doo or some shit. Like, what the hell? But yeah, the plan for Elden Ring currently is to, like I said, make a Legolas build, which by that I mean bow only, pretty much. But like I also said, I don't know how the starting classes are gonna be, so I don't know if we'll be able to start with a bow right away or not. Because if not, because the way I see it, it's probably gonna not let you start with a bow right away. But I would assume probably like at the very first vendor there'll be like a really cheap starter bow to pick up, if I had to guess. But so that's the plan, because since magic is going to be like brazy with it in the game, pretty much everybody's going to be doing a magic build, let's be honest, you know what I mean? So, but the plan, Stan, right now is to pretty much try to go with a strength slash dexterity build, because strength will make your bow hit harder, and then dexterity will give you more stamina to be able to shoot the bow more before having to regen it, you know what I mean? Plus the stamina, because I watched a video on the stats just to see if it was going to be different from previous games. But, and, because it was based off of, like, a different stat, but then they changed it, and now, stamina is what gives you more, carrying capacity. See, I don't know, when it said that, I don't know if it means, like, in your backpack, or on your character, like, gear you can equip, you know what I mean? Like, each gear has weight, like it did in, Neo 2, you know what I mean? So, I don't know which way that is, but... So, that's the plan. To have, like, a... Well, there is stealth in the game, but I don't know how, if that's gonna, like, combo with the bow much or not, but I gotta keep the chat open here in a second, so hold up. I'm just checking this to see if there was any, because sometimes they have things in there for coins instead of stars, but not today. Not that I really care about any of that, but, you know, might as well just check. But yeah, so Elden Ring is about to go dummy crazy, like, oh yeah, and if y'all were never really into Souls games, Elden Ring, like, I know people say that every year, or not every year, but every time a new Souls game comes out, everybody goes, oh, this is the one that you can get into the game if you've never played it before. But, in reality, that's basically always been a ruse. But, let me get a search going real quick. But, with Elden Ring, like, when you first start off, it's going to be kind of but if you, adventure around a lot and don't just go straight for the main mission, it seems like there's going to be so much side stuff that you're going to be dummy over-leveled anyway. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, I'm going to want to do everything. So, well, not necessarily everything. Because there'll probably be some random-ass Easter eggs that's like, oh yeah, blah, you know? That you don't figure it out until you see a random video about it. But it's some convoluted nonsense, real talk. But, yeah. It's likely gonna be, like, from what I've seen so far, it's likely gonna easily be Game of the Year. Because let's be honest, what else is, you know what I mean? The only real competition is gonna be the new God of War if it comes out this year. So, now, if the devs of that game were smart, they would, you know, just delay it till early 2023, just to be like, yeah, let's avoid the competition with a game that got a 97. You know what I mean? So. Oh, to be fair, I don't really know, like, what games are scheduled for next year. Not that... It's like, there's no reason to be like, oh yeah, gotta look ahead to that bullshit already. Like, nah. Because this year, so far the only games I'm looking for is Elden Ring, the Borderlands game, and then once Shadow Warrior 3 goes on sale, because I'm probably not going to want to buy that full price, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I want to get it, but not, like, $50 for that, based off of what the second game had for content, it's not really worth that much, so. But, and then, because I'm not, like, 100% interested in the new God of War game, I'm not going to lie to you, because I played God of War 2018 after they came out with, like, the free download of it to celebrate PS5 coming out and all that. So. And that junk wasn't really that good. I'm not gonna lie to you, but now if they would just change it up to be like, you know, Elden Ring, where there's only one set difficulty to play on, then it would probably be better, you know what I mean? Like, they kind of were moving in the right direction by making the hardest difficulty, like the AI does different stuff and has different abilities, and they had like the entire level up system for the enemies as well. That wasn't not in any other difficulties, to my knowledge anyway. But the downside, like all that was a good addition, but they didn't make it so the loot you get from the chests or anything is better, or like the armor is better, or more chance to get a rare drop or something, you know what I mean? So, that's why I'll still say it, that Shadowware 2 has the best difficulty and loot system I've ever seen. I'm sure other games have done the same thing before, pretty much, but personally I've never seen another game do that, so. I saw that. Disgusting potato mine. Bitch got a cowboy boot. Step down me with a cowboy boot, bitch. Disgusting. Shoutouts to Vine. You know what's crazy? They could have kept Vine around if they would have just got, like, allowed people to get sponsors and stuff instead of running ads. Because they're like, oh, we gotta get rid of this. You can't run ads on a 5-second video. Like, or they could have just you know, adapted like TikTok, where you can do like 15-second, 1 minute, and then 3 minutes. So they actually well, not recently in terms of the internet, but relatively recently added the 3-minute feature. But, so suckers are on there giving thesis statements about, you know, whatever. Here we got that Elden Ring popping off, real dog. Cause, that's, like I was saying, since they pretty much built the, oh, I didn't even realize that it was on. We just lost because I wasn't watching that. Oh well. I blame it on these dog shit teammates who talk. But yeah, I was rambling about Elden Ring and not even, wasn't even watching the percentage of the thing. Well. Oh well. But, yeah, definitely going with an archer build. At least as soon as possible, you know what I mean? Like, when it first starts, it might be a little like, oh, yeah, you gotta go with something. Like, if there's, well, because the classes are gonna have different starting stats, so you gotta want to start with one with higher strength and stamina. But, like, if that's not that big of a deal, I'll probably go with whatever one starts with, like, the cheesiest weapon. Just, you know what I mean? Just to get through stuff, to get a bow from a vendor or some bullshit. So, I'm actually gonna go with the chomper. Never really played on this map. And I still think that this skin, or not necessarily skin, but setup I got for the chomper is definitely the coolest looking thing in the game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, we got that game, I mean, low-key game of the generation, if we're gonna be honest, you know what I mean? Coming out. It's like, besides a possible new IP, like, what other game could possibly be a game of the gen contender already, you know what I mean? There's not even a game yet that is even remotely close to the conversation, you know? But, because let's be honest, like, Horizon, suckers were sucking that off when it came out, but that junk was mediocre, let's be honest. Mediocre that WRTP used to play Mario Kart with Johnny's. But, oh, what the hell? Oh, I was gonna say, I thought I... Alright. But, yeah! Oh, I'm trying to... This shoots hella slow, though. I mean, it balances it out. Yeah, that's sad that this game is more balanced than, Call of Duty. Well, that's actually funny. What the hell? It, like, scroll... That's funny. I meant to click this one, but it scrolled an extra one for some reason. But yeah, that's the plan. I mean, it could turn out, you know what I mean, that, like, using a bow is not a good move. And then, if that happens, I'll probably just do what game did I do? I can't remember. There's some game that I, like, completely restarted because, oh yeah, Biomutant. That's, but, because I was trying to do a speed build in that game, and then it turned out that was a very, very stupid idea. Because it didn't really do much. But yeah, we'll try that, and then if it turns out to be a dog shit move, I will, well, not necessarily, but I'll probably restart and make a new character, and then, just do a Gandalf build, you know, just straight min-maxed mage. Or not, I mean, straight, glass cannon mage. I don't know why I said min-max. I mean, same thing, kind of, but not really. Munched his ass. Munched his wings of redemption, clone ass. I like how there's randomly 3 of the pirates. We are the pirates who don't do anything. If y'all know where that's from, that's tough. Oh my lord. But yeah, so... Other than that, not much to say about Elden Ring at the moment. Besides, that's the plan. You know what I mean? So... But from what I've seen, because I did watch one video of some guy talking about the bow, because I was curious. I was like, because when I played Neo 2, I wanted to have a bow build, but then it turned out that that is just like a side weapon in that game, not really a main thing, so... It's like, oh, the magic is about it now, because usually in Dark Souls, games magic is just a cringy side thing, but... Problem is, everybody's going to be using it. And then I figure, if you find something that requires a higher rank to use the spell or whatever, it's kind of like, oh, you could just, re-spec, because all those Dark Souls games always have a way to re-spec, at the very least. So. But let's be honest, there's not, you know what I mean? The spells are definitely going to be brazy, but there's also going to be, I don't remember what they call them, but the things that, it's kind of like weapon abilities, in a way. Kind of like the thing from Neo 2, where you had like the special, not spells, but you know. There was that spinning wheel of death thing. It was actually probably one of the best ones in the game, to be honest. But yeah, Neo 2 kind of like went crazy, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing is that like each thing was a separate level, so there was no like wandering around for the most part. It was more or less super linear, which isn't a bad thing. I'm just, saying it's definitely different than Elden Ring. Bro, why is it not? I remember in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 1 where that would go instantly, real talk. I remember when that game first came out, and the chompers were dummy toxic in the in the multiplayer, especially in the I can't remember like the name, like the classic or whatever mode, where there were no special characters allowed. So the chompers went dummy crazy in that one. And they were still kind of crazy in the second game, pretty much. And in this game, they're pretty balanced, even though they do have a projectile now. You can just spam. You missed! God, his ass. Sorry. We do have a couple of funny clips back from that game. The first one. But, what the hell? Okay. I knew he was gonna, that's... Like, why is it not? Okay, there we go. I was holding the button, but... I realize I've been doing some of the chopper challenges. Because last time I was like, oh yeah, if I get back on the game, I'll do those next time, But... Oh, that was one too, I guess. You re-roll this bullshit, because deal damage? Bet. Oops. Alright, just earn experience, eat enemy heroes and survive. Alright. Good enough. Good enough there, pimp. What do you talk? Alright. But yeah, because the second game had like the super burrow bullshit. Where you can burrow really, really quick while you're moving underground. Yeah, that's like it lasted way shorter, but it basically made it impossible for somebody to dodge it. You could just hold the right trigger down and then it would auto their ass. Because again, the cyclone. The cyclone! It's the Cyclops! Man! Whee! Yeah, that's the plan. Although I was thinking, like, eventually I would probably add in some, magic abilities. Because, there'll really only be 3 stats for that build. Just strength, stamina, and then, whatever the magic thing is. Like the one that lets you wield stronger things. I don't know. I can't remember. It's not really important. Or that. friends over there wandering around. I was holding the button, I guess that doesn't, for some reason I thought that, yeah, I guess it doesn't, that's weird. I thought it just auto kept shooting, you know what I mean? But you have to actually keep pulling. I mean, that's partly from, using the rapid fire controller mod thing when I played this on PS4, back when it came out. So. That's probably part of the issue. So. I'll clear out the pulling this time. Instead of going, oh, I wasn't looking at it. Well, you missed. Goofy. Should have gone goofy on my goober. Alright. Clear all these clowns out real quick. Hee. That is awesome. But yeah, because I figure, you know what I mean, from what I can tell, it's probably gonna be like most games like that, where if the game is based around melee, if you have a projectile build, you're pretty much gonna be able to cheese most of the games, you know what I mean? That's why the magic is kind of like crazy that they made it that wild. You know? But apparently, because from what I heard, everybody was saying, oh yeah, the full game is harder than the tech test or whatever they called it, but I don't know how true that is. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll try to do the wombo combo of bows and a little bit of magic in there. Because I figured having like a little backup magic would probably be a good move in case you run out of arrows or something during a boss, you know what I mean? So that way it still fits the ranged build. I'm gonna go with the... I'm actually gonna go with this. Even though objectively, the two sniper characters in this game are by far the worst characters. Like, by giga margin. You know what I mean? Like, especially the, guy I am right now, Captain Deadbeard. Like, he's basically pure trash, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, the cactus is at least aight with the mines that you can hide. But, yeah, Captain Jack Sparrow is not definitely the weakest character in the... Well, actually, the Swarm can be good if a bunch of other people are playing as the Swarm on your team as well, but other than that, the Swarm probably actually is the worst character, but, you know. Like, so he can't even, fully charged, can't even one-shot these ones with the helmets, which, personally, I think it should one-shot them if you hit them in the face, but... And this barrel is definitely nerfed heavily compared to the second game, but... Like, personally, I think if you get a hit, it should recharge the next shot quicker. Or at least have a perk that does that, you know? Or like consecutive shots deal more and more damage. But I think that actually be a really good idea for a perk. But let's be honest, they're probably not going to add anything to this game. Unless they pull a Garden Warfare 2, where they randomly add a couple new characters. when they're planning to, you know. That sucker just styled on us, what the fuck? They added the tree and the goat character a little, well, not a little before, like way before this game came out, but like after the cycle of the God of War 2 is pretty much past. The guy's gonna get killed. Oh, never mind. He stepped forward just enough to not get killed by the chili bean bomb. It's like it was backing up right into it. But yeah, hopefully there's a Garden Warfare 3 on PS5, you know what I mean? I'll get that junk day zero. Likely to just play op mode, but the op mode, I'm not gonna lie, it is really good. I mean, I wouldn't be playing it if it was trash, you know? Like, I didn't even play the multiplayer in this game more than one time. Like, I literally played it once, played as a sunflower back before it got nerfed into the ground. Went dummy crazy with it, and then, never touched it again. But, because the multiplayer, honestly, I still stand by the fact that the multiplayer in the first game is the best out of all three, but and the Gardens and Graveyards mode's definitely the best mode. So trying to avoid the sniper. But yeah, the second game, the multiplayer, like it wasn't bad. It's just the op mode was way better because of all the different classes and stuff and variants. So I realize I'm getting shot from the side, but so I just walked right into that. What's this, Call of Duty? Or suckers, you'll be shooting the walk right in front of you, spraying. Like, oh, that saved his ass. Alright. Oh, shit. There we go. Yeah, I do think pretty weak. I do think they should have made the explosion for the barrel ability have a way larger radius, but you know, like if we're being honest, if I blow up this right here, it should reach from here to the edge, you know what I mean? I think that's an appropriate distance, but and it should one-shot anything that's not a tank. But what they should have just did is just buff this character, because nobody cares, you know what I mean? Just buff it to where you don't have to have the whole charging meter thing. Give the same thing to the cactus. Since it doesn't really one-shot ever. Whoa, other one's logging the base. And the whole, like, the parakeet thing is pretty trash in this game as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, man. Random, oh, like I actually killed it. Like I actually killed the sniper. Real talk. Aw, I was about to, whatever. Boing. I was about to say that's like a I was gonna let him put the bots down, but that's like decided not to. I was gonna be a nice teammate, real talk. I need to hit our shots, boys. I know I'm moving forward, but that me dead when we said that. It's like was really out there like, oh yeah. We need to hit our shots, boys. I know I'm moving forward, but what did I get hit by? Like, did those really hit me from that far away? I really don't think we're gonna be able to stop the squash right now, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's more important to keep these clones off the thing. You know what I mean? The dang base. Should have finished them all off. Well, maybe not the... Yeah, that one was too far away. We might get it, we might get it. Go, go, go. Oh, nice. Alright. Nice. Nice. Let me just use this real quick, just to be a idiot. And I do think they should have at least made it so you can use the triangle ability right away. You know what I mean? Instead of having to wait for the cooldown. Because you basically never even get to use it. Hold that. Wobble combo, wow! Wow! See, they didn't even kill that. Like, as close as you can possibly get. And it didn't even kill it in one hit, you know what I mean? The Chomper is not a tank character, by the way. I see that, like, I can land on that? Oh. For a second I thought he was gonna land on... Well, actually hit that. I don't think that was gonna hit, I'm not gonna lie to you. But, I thought it was gonna land right on that. It's gonna be like, well... Yummy. Alright. How the hell? I got, like, the most kills by a lot using the fucking... worst character, what the fuck? Just... It's Call of Duty all over again, real talk! Real talk! That is a nice touch though, for this mode, that the, Chompers cannot one-shot you. Combo combo! Oh! 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 Alright. That's a nice touch, although I do, like, personally, I think they should have left that in, because it's really funny when when Chompers just spam the dig and then they kill you in one hit. I always thought that was hilarious. But... I like how I just turned away from that. What the fuck? See, it's definitely a good character to clear out weak enemies, but like ones that have their health bar pretty much gone. What? I pushed the... There we go. Well, it's... Away! Away! Sniped his ass. They call me the simple of, Garden Warfare Battlefield name of... That's not even the name of the game, but... I was wondering if it was going to kill the corn cob or not, but... The corn cob pipe! Wow. Wow. Alright. That sucker just got... What? The Chomper was twerking on his dead body. What the hell? I thought this was a kid's game. What the hell? We got Chompers twerking on dead midgets. The fuck? Alright. What the hell? I thought it was... I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was coming up the side. Not way the hell back there. You missed! Alright. Easy work. Oh, yeah, but I'll probably... I don't know how long I'll play this tonight, but we'll see. Because... I kinda just hopped on because we're waiting on that. Oh yeah, and I guess I didn't say it at the beginning, but I did pre-download Elden Ring earlier today, so it's already ready to go. Real talk. PS5 edition. But, so I'm curious, because some of these games, the PS5 and PS4 edition are separate trophy sets, so you can get the same trophies over again, you know what I mean? That's how it was with Borderlands 3. That's the only reason I started playing it a little bit again, back when I did, because... Yeah, the problem with Borderlands 3 is just the end game. There's no, well, there might be now that they've added DLCs and stuff, but the main problem is right off rip, they're like, yep, there's not going to be any character class DLCs, so immediately I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I still want to play the game, and it was a lot of fun for one playthrough, but, you know. And then it's like, there's no, you know what I mean? It wasn't like the second game, where after you beat the game, there was Terramorphous to farm, and you could farm the warrior. There's actually, like, relevant stuff to do. But in that game, it's kind of just like, eh, and then none of the gear really matters. You know what I mean? Like, there wasn't really anything to chase, so to speak. But I don't know, though. But yeah, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands should definitely still be pretty good, though. Because, it's going to be more based around, I guess, creativity. And, there's supposed to be, like, crazy ways to build your characters and stuff, and you're supposed to be able to combine classes, because it's more or less supposed to be more of an MMORPG, kinda, with the character building, and you're supposed to be able to actually design your own character and stuff, so... We shall see! Alrighty. I think is this boss like glitched out first? I guess not. I wasn't even watching that bar bot. I'm gonna get killed by that thing. Freak your mama. Oh. Your daddy, come on, man. That's ridiculous at this point. That's some bullshit. Yeah, okay, orange boy. Freak you on your sunflower soup. Stephen Fields. Shout out to the... What the hell? What the hell? That's my real name. No, that'd be funny. Now, what the hell? Oh, shit. Oh, I wonder how long, because it took them, I don't remember how long, to get rid of all the bots that would leave comments on videos, but now it's the bots that comment on live videos, so it's kind of like, did they even really fix anything? Real talk. You know what they could have done? They could have had like a boss voting thing at the end where like everybody in the game votes for what boss they want to face. You know what I mean? Or like there could be a question mark able to be spun on the boss wheel, and if it spins that, everybody gets to vote for what super boss they want to face. You know what I mean? Nice. Well, yeah, I probably won't be on this that much longer, real talk, but we'll see. We shall see. Let's see if I still had the most skills. Real dog. Scoreboard. Oh yeah, 139. Shit. Bionic. Logi. What? Oh. Real talk. See, they should have did the same thing for the launch of PS5 that they did with Twitch, where they made it so all of the old usernames that hadn't been used in years all get deleted, and other people can use the name and switch their name to it. But they're too scared to do that, because like, oh, what if the people don't play for years and they log back in and they're like, oh, my name is different. Like, all you gotta do is say, well, sucker, you play for, you know what I mean? Just send out an email, let everybody know that if you have not logged into your PSN account in 5 years or more, the name will be taken away and up for grabs, you know? I feel like 5 years is, you know what I mean? That's a good amount, because if a sucker hasn't played in 5 years, like, are they really ever, you know what I mean? They either switched platforms or don't play games anymore, let's be honest. I mean, personally, I think you could lower it to 3 years. Yeah, actually 3 years is probably the move, if I'm gonna be real with you, but if they wanted to be special, they could, you know what I mean, make it 5. Because that's actually how I got the OG name mornings on Twitch. Not like these suckers that get their stream big and then they suck off the Twitch developers to give them the name. Like, let me give you that real quick. That was a cringy noise, but it's cringe, bro. Well, they should do that, but you know they won't, because everybody will be like, oh, because that what happened before when people were like, or back when the PSN name change stuff came out, and people were saying they should do that, and people were like, oh yeah, what if somebody plays with their kid like once every 7 years, and they get back from Afghanistan, they're like, oh, I wanted to play the game, but my name is gone, real talk. Like, what? Like, anybody who doesn't play games often, do you really think they give a shit if their PSN name changes? You know what I mean? They'd log in, probably wouldn't even notice. They'd be like, oh, let me play, you know what I mean? But, I mean, I guess there probably are people that, like, go around buying, like, the OG account names so they can, like, sell them and stuff. Because I've seen that a lot. Actually, I saw that quite often. Well, not, like, super often. Back in Black Ops 4. Where, like, the person, it would be an OG name, just, like, one word. Like, I'm trying, like, there was that one video I put up. Like, the guy's name was, like, Sick, and the other guy's name was, some... I can't remember exactly. But, because I RPG trolled them and they rage quit the game. But, and then you look at their account, and it's obvious that they purchased it because they didn't even change the language to English. Like, it still says their preferred language is Japanese. You know what I mean? Because it's like, of course, since Sony's a Japanese company, all the OG names are gonna be owned by Japanese people, pretty much, you know what I mean? It's funny, like, the people, like, if you're gonna buy an account name, at the very least, be smart enough to change the dang language on it, you know what I mean? Shit. Because personally, I don't really see anything wrong with doing stuff like that, but it is cringy to, you know what I mean? Like, literally pay for an account name. Like, what the hell? As if suckers are gonna be like, yo, let me suck this guy off on the spot. His name is... He's got an OGPSN name. Oh my. Shit. I'm gonna actually die here, real talk. Not really. That's a lie. Chance of death is 0%. I'm too good at this damn game, real talk. Cannot kill me. I'm Richard Von Pipsy. But yeah, they never did anything about, like, people who stand AFK. You know what I mean? But, I mean, it's not really a big deal. It doesn't really happen, like, at all in this game, to be honest. Like, this is like, the amount of times I've seen it are probably single digit. And I've played this game for, I don't even remember how many, like, hours, Loki. You can actually check in, can you check from here? I don't think you can. Or maybe, well, you actually can just go to my stats from right here. Almost got 300 hours in this damn game. The fuck? I mean, that's a testament to how just chill this mode is. You know what I mean? And if you're curious how you get the bathtub player card thing, that is from one of the pre-order bullshit things, so you can't get that no more. Real talk. But yeah, I mean, the story mode in this game was good, but I pretty much just did the battle chest challenges, because those, you know what's funny, a couple of those videos I put up tutorials on how to do the harder ones, and those still get, like, not dummy views, but those still get decent amounts of views, which is kind of crazy, if you ask me. And I was pretty much the only person in the entire world to complete that one challenge before they nerfed it, because because everybody was like, oh, this shit is too hard, real talk. Because all the enemies were challenge, or like the super variants that have like way more health, and then all the people on your team were, you know, normals, so they had like way less health, so they would get destroyed. And the only way to do it, unless you're a god at the game like me, was to have somebody else play, or at least one other person play with you. So. But yeah, the tutorial, then the other one, I think I put, what, 3 up total, I think? 2 or 3, I can't remember. Because the one wasn't really that hard, it was just, you had to use the tree. But yeah, the other one was kind of wild with it. But, I mean, actually it wasn't that tough once you realized you could just use the one zombie, the space cadet, but you combined with one of the because if you combined with the teammate cadet, then it would you know, not die, so that's one less teammate dying. And then also it was easier because it would always have to shield up for you. I don't know, these 5 waves seem like it went by dummy quick, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I don't know. And I realized I didn't play the Chomper because, even though I still have a couple of the challenges for it, but that's not that big of a deal. Because we got the corn cob shield thing finally, because that's like the one monthly battle pass type thing, whatever you want to call it, in this game that I haven't gotten yet. Because you can buy it with the rainbow stars, but I just eventually came back to the game like, let me cop real quick with the battle pass. The battle pass. That junk looked like the battle pass. That's what I was saying. Yoink. Alright. That is another nice feature, though, they added. The bosses don't attack the garden. Because that used to be kind of AIDS, especially on the higher difficulties. I mean, this game doesn't even have difficulty settings, but... Which I think, like, at the end of the day, not having difficulty settings was the move, because it keeps the game alive in this mode longer, you know what I mean? Instead of people searching for certain modes. Because the game, I mean, honestly, from what I've seen on my recommended sometimes, the game still has kind of a community going. Nothing crazy, but, you know. I made it myself. Why wash that bacon in the soap? I made it myself. Real talk. Oh, shit. But yeah, low-key, I might get off after this match is over. I'll probably ramble on about dumb bullshit for a little bit, but you know what I mean? Now check the PSN store out. But yeah, hopefully when it comes to, like I was saying earlier, Shadow Warrior 3, hopefully it's either on sale during the summer sale, or they bring out a PS5 version, because right now it's only coming out for PS4. Like, you can play it on PS5, obviously, but, you know. I mean, it is only 8:30, but I just wanted to hop on. I mean, we've been playing for an hour already, so. Might, let me check the challenge stuff out real quick, though. Might as well unlock this, even though it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And, we're actually hella close to that. So, we could actually, low-key, just go into the... Oh, wait, can you... I was about to say, I don't know if you can, use the XP bonus thing for that or not. Oh, no! But, because the plant swarm is the only one that I have that's not to the actual... Well, not like the max level, but, you know. I'm pretty sure I only have one character. I don't remember which. Oh yeah, I do have the pea shooter at the max level. So, unfortunately, they didn't add anything for, I did not mean to press that. They didn't add anything for getting to the max Grandmaster level with a character. Unfortunately. But, I might as well just do this challenge real quick, you know what I mean? Because, man, I forgot they added the casual mode. But, I mean, completing the battle chest challenges isn't even really that impressive anymore since, you know. I mean, it's not impressive to complete, it's just, it's a tiny bit impressive to, figure out the strategy yourself. You know what I mean? To beat a couple of them, but it is, like, the strategies are pretty obvious after you know even just a tiny bit about the game. Or just games in general, pretty much. Alrighty, let me just get this XP real quick. Yeah, mama. There we go. I'll get this burrow one real quick. I mean, I'm not going to complete the burrow challenge. I'm just one for the tally just in case, because since tomorrow is Thursday, well, I was thought about that because I'm going to be playing Elden Ring tomorrow at midnight. So I guess I might stream tomorrow. Like earlier in the day, have like a little pre-stream for Elden Ring. You know what I mean? So the panties on the line. What the hell? Alright. But that's gonna be all for now. So shout out where we go, Irvin Main and Stephen Fields. Stephen Fields, real talk. Even though those are two bots, appreciate y'all stopping in. But see, here's this. I got this, and it's like I could get the rest of these for this, but I'm not gonna lie. This is kinda not that good of a skin. I'll be completely honest with you. But what we got, like, is there anything even remotely interesting? Because I remember the first year the game came out, when I saw the jack-o'-lantern emote for the first time, I was like, yo, there's finally, that's like the one thing they ever put in the game. I was like, oh, I actually want that. You know what I mean? So, now I'm just looking real quick. Stinky cheese, real talk. But yeah, bye-bye, babe, what the hell? But yeah, see, like, this skin looks way better than the max one that you can get for maxing this out. But see, this skin actually kind of looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, but I still think our Chomper is more drippy than that. And here's the add-on. Oh, never mind, it doesn't show the other stuff. Never mind. But I mean, at this point, they should just add everything in the game to the shop for coins, pretty much. You know what I mean? Because it's like this right here is pretty much the only thing in the game that you can use coins for. Although, like I said, sometimes they'll have a skin or something in the shop that's for 400,000 coins instead of stars, but yikes. I wish they should have added like a counter that would show you how, you know what I mean, how many of the items in the game you have total. Over here, you know what I mean? Like when you come over here and do this, it should come out, this should come down, and then there below where it says Rare Space Cadet, it should show you the total items you have. One good thing though is there's no like duplicate bullshit like a lot of games like this have. You know what I mean? So. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be all for now. we got the Plants vs. Zombies NFTs coming too. But, so I don't know why suckers, like, hate. I mean, NFTs, how they are now, are cringy and not really doing much. But the tech for it, like, for games, like, imagine if you're in, I was trying to think of a game besides World of Warcraft, but my brain was like, look. But imagine, like, if you're playing World of Warcraft, and, you get a mount you don't want, and you want to sell it for actual money. That's, you know what I mean? It makes it so, like an actual trading, kind of like Steam, like the Steam marketplace or whatever. It makes that way easier, and also, like with you could have used digital games that way. You know what I mean? So you could actually sell or quote trade in, I guess, your used digital games and stuff like that. So. Yeah, it's mostly for, you know what I mean? It could be for, like, CSGO skins, so, you don't get scammed, you know what I mean? But, oh, shit. Because, like, you know what I mean? You would have the skin in your actual wallet, so to speak, which you could only access if you had your, like, 12-word code and your password, so. It makes it safer than, usual. So, like, if somebody screws up and, like, I don't know how people get their CSGO skins snatched or whatever. I don't know how that works, but it would prevent that. I mean, unless you're a total dumbass and you get, like, a message that's like, oh, we need you to send us your 12-word code and then we'll fix your account. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, let me do that real quick. Oh, shit. But yeah, I mean, of course, people are like, "Oh, it's artificial scarcity." Of course, because that's literally, anything in a video game. Like all the super rare mounts in World of Warcraft that people play or pay for, those are all artificial scarcity. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing as that. But I don't know. Like stickers are complaining, but like they're probably not going to call them NFTs, but like the NFT technology would definitely be implemented. You know what I mean? So, like if like nothing else, it'll make people's accounts more secure. Zombie secure. You know what I mean? Like if NFT tech does nothing else, it'll at least up cybersecurity. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Snipe his ass. But that's gonna be all for now. So shout out once again to my guy Work Weekle and everybody else who stopped in, which is probably 0 people. But I guess if the Gamer 2323 is live and on like an interesting game, I'll probably be chilling in his stream a little bit after I get off. But oh yeah, and speaking of streamers though, Crescendo, aka C from WRTP, actually just had his second baby a few days ago. I was looking on his Twitter, and I can't remember. He said the middle name, but his name is Kit, K-I-T. And second name, middle name, I don't remember what he said. But so that's cool. And then Cassie and Tyson are supposed to have their first baby not much longer from now. So I don't know how long after that they plan on not uploading the WRTP, but they should be, you know what I mean? By the time, I would guess that maybe by the time a year since they've uploaded rolls around, which is not that much longer, it's like 4 months from now or so, you would think that they would upload by then. I don't know. Or you would think, like, by now they would have uploaded something to be like, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna be uploading. But you feel me? But I mean, I guess it is what it is. I guess suckers either know or they don't know. So, although I do find it kind of weird, like why, like, because from the date, it kind of seems like they weren't uploading the entire time Cassie was pregnant. Like, to me, it doesn't really make much sense to just go total blackout just because your wife is pregnant, you know what I mean? Like, obviously when she gets closer to having the baby and stuff, that's different, but it doesn't make sense to take off the entire 9 months. You know what I mean? Here's the levels of all this bullshit, in case you're curious. But here's my opinion. I mean, obviously, because Tyson and Spence both have to have a regular job now. You know what I mean? I'm not the type of person that says real job, even though making YouTube content is super, super easy. And I don't, like, a lot of these people that take, like, months and months to make one video, like, that's just laziness. Or just, they're too stupid to work efficiently. You know what I mean? And then they'll be like, oh yeah, it took me months to make a 15-minute video or 20-minute video. You know what I mean? It's like, really? I know I don't put effort into mine, but I'd take like 30 minutes to make a 15-minute video. Shit. Goddamn. You know what I mean? Like, the only valid excuse for taking that long to make a video is if you're doing some, like, super long 5-hour extravaganza. Naperville closed due to invasion. Oh my lordy lord. Honestly, I don't think I've ever even seen that. To be honest with you. See, they really should have, you know, not... I mean, I know this is kind of a thing. Like, in a multiplayer, if you have a bunch of teammates swarming and spamming these down so you respawn or right there, then just a constant swarm, that would be, that would be easy to fight against in, like, gardens and graveyards. You know what I mean? Like, dang. But, and then this, I personally think this should do more damage, since it dies really quickly too. I do think it should kill every enemy in the game in one hit, if I'm gonna be real with you. Besides, of course, the mech. So, and I do think they should have changed it so this could, do a little bit more as well. But who knows? Maybe they won't. They don't plan on adding any new characters because they added the swarm as well. You know what I mean? Like they added the wizard, and then they're like, "Oh, we gotta," you know. But because I figured they were gonna at least add one new plant to go along with the wizard, but like some form of plant wizard. You know what I mean? Kind of like the rose, except not dog shit. you know. But because the rose is fun to play, it's just not good. You know what I mean? It's like this L1 ability doesn't up. It should be an AoE and it should make the damage like 5 times, you know? And it should also do damage itself. But, and the goat thing is kind of cool, but it's more or less just a gimmick. Then, this is pretty useless in this game, I'll be honest, except when you have the ability on that I do, it regens your health, but because yes, it makes you invincible, but it's not like the second game where it takes hella long time to come back too. But where you could press the shoot button and you would do an AoE attack. Uh, the damage on it was pretty weak, but you're literally invincible, so like can't be that brazy. But yeah, I think that's gonna be all for now. So I mean, it's nice that that's one thing, they actually do keep updating the game. And by that, they are like changing the stuff out for the holidays and the monthly stuff. You know? It's like there's the Valentine's Day thing still. You see all the hearts and the balloons and bullshit, so. They haven't like totally put the game in the casket yet. They haven't kept up, so I don't know if they've like revealed that they're working on the third game. Well, technically fourth, but you know what I mean. But that's gonna be all for now, so we